What's up, you guys? Happy Friday! All right, I feel like I'm a little bit on cloud nine right now. It's been an amazing week. It's been truly an amazing few weeks of just self-discovery and helping other people lean into like just what they want in their life. So I want to share a story with you guys of, you've seen a lot of stuff lately about Shift. And so Shift is the thing that has finally, like, all of my passion and Braden's passion and all of that stuff has finally actually come out into a clear, concise program that I really feel like is going to change the world. Like, I'm actually at that point in my life where I'm like, this is the thing, right? This is the thing I've been trying to get out and into paper and into a method and whatever. So we're doing a webinar or seminar tomorrow in person at the gym. But I've been starting to really implement this we've done this for probably 6 or 8 months without knowing what we were doing. And now we finally like put words to it. So, I got off a call this morning with my mentees from my program, and Alana, who is on here. I kind of wanted to talk about our conversation yesterday. So she and I are doing some coaching together, and we had a call yesterday. And like, guys, what I want you guys to understand is like life is all about energy, right? And so there's different types of energy. There's physical energy, there's vibrations, there's like that vibe that people have. But energy is everything, right? The energy we show up with, the energy that we allow ourselves to be in, like the energy that we have is everything, right? So we had this call yesterday, and we started by kind of, she's going through my original flow program, but and a lot of the same basics are in Shift, but Shift has just got more stuff to it. And don't worry, girl, you get to do that too. So we were talking about the 6 human needs. And so we were kind of diving into like, okay, when she first came to work with me, the thought was like, okay, I'm struggling with my nutrition and my health, and I know there's more underneath that, right? And there is, right? But that, I want you guys to understand, like, that's the top level. But like, what do we really need to get into those deeper things, right? And that's what Shift really helps us do, is it gets into those deeper things. Well, actually, Lauren wants my shirt. I don't think I can give you the shirt, Law, but anyway, so it teaches you how to actually like get into those layers so that you can bring this amazing awareness to your life, and so you can learn how do you raise your vibration, how do you like get yourself to a 10. So the idea is that we get to take all of these pieces of our life, they work as a gear, and we get to figure out like where we get to shift and how does that work and where we get to. So Alana and I had this call yesterday, and it was so amazing because we started diving into this, and it was like, we peeled back a couple layers, and I asked her a question, and it was like, bam, and everything opened up, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do, right? That's what inspires me. That's the thing I want to do in my life. That's the energy. Like, I got her to get into her body and like imagine a time where she was living at a really crazy high vibration and feeling amazing. And I was like, okay, well, we just get to show up like that every day. And that's what I want to teach you guys. And like, I wish I'd recorded the call because it was amazing. And I was so fired up and so inspired. And she just, I just watched her video. She went live and did all the things that we talked about. She said, you know what? I want to teach women how to be authentically, like fearlessly, authentically themselves, right? And she's got a Facebook group. She went and changed the name of the Facebook group. She went all in of like, this is my belief. This is what I want to do. This is why I'm doing this. Like, stepped into that vibration, stepped into that energy, and just freaking killed it. And I just watched the video, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited, right? And so for me, you guys, like, that is why I do this. Like, this is why I coach this stuff, because I want you guys to stop feeling meh, and I want you to stop feeling contracted, and I want you to get out of anxiety, and I want you to see that's that person that you deserve to be, and I want to give you the steps and the tools of how to get there, right? Like, how do you actually get there? Not this concept, not this like, oh yeah, that'd be great if I could just not be anxious anymore. Most people are like, right? Like, I want to give you the actual physical steps, right? So in our Shift program, okay, it's going to be an online program. We're going to do a 5-day. So first things first, we're going to do a 5-day journey. I hate the word challenge. We're never going to do a challenge again. We're going to do a 5-day journey. I moved it back a week. We're going to go September 23rd because I'm going to be gone all next week doing breath work, and I want to make sure it's like money for you guys. So it's going to be not the week of the 16th, but the 23rd. We're going to do a 5-day journey. We're really going to dive into exactly what is shift. How do you implement it in your life? How can you make those changes like right now, right? Like we were on the phone for an hour yesterday and we had these crazy shifts, right? So I want you guys to understand these don't have to be long, crazy processes. Like, do you get to get deeper into it? Of course you do. But like we can change our vibration. We can change our energy instantly. And I want to teach you guys how to do that. Okay. So we're going to do a 5-day. So if you want in on that, drop me a message. I'll grab your email. We'll get you in there. So make sure you get the stuff on Facebook and also via your email. But the big concept of shift, you guys, is going to be a group program. Okay. So we're going to do this together. I believe that there is so much that happens in groups. I loved my beta group, for my flow program, because when you start to realize that like other people feel the same way you do and you hear their revelations, you're like, oh yes, me too. Right. And so it's so good in groups. It also makes it just to the point where you feel supported and you feel connected and you get to grow together. And I just love group stuff. Okay. So it's going to be a group program. It's going to start in October. But overarching concept, you guys, is that for all of us, we're 1 year away from the life we want to live, right? Because so many of us are in overdrive, right? We're just hustling. We're going. And we're like, if we just go faster, we're going to get there. But we don't, right? Because like our RPMs are not matching our speed, right? I'm a gearhead, so the way that comes out, that's just what's going to be, right? Like if your RPMs are not matching your speed, you're actually, what you need to do is downshift, right? And so the first part of the program is, how do we downshift? How do we actually find connection and space and create time and slow down so that we can have space to be like, oh, that's actually the thing that's keeping me stuck, or that's actually what I want to do with my life, or that's the relationship I want to have, or that's the health I want to have, or whatever it is. But most of us don't slow down enough to give ourselves time to actually go like, what do I want? Where do I want to go? What is the best version of me, right? So first we're going to downshift, okay? So that's going to be a big part of the program is downshifting, okay? The next piece of the journey is going to be, thank you, love, is going to be cruising, right? So when we get into cruise, and this is where I feel like I've been in my life for about the last 6 months, where it's like we just go deeper into embodying it, to getting curious, to just really getting into that stuff. And you get into cruise and it's great and you feel good and you're just learning so much about yourself and the world and how it works and why you do what you do, and just coming from a true place of love and authenticity. And then we get to accelerate, and accelerate is just freaking inspired action, because when you guys understand who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do, you just accelerate into it, right? Like there's no hustle, there's no force. You just take inspired action and it's easy. And you're like, gosh, life is, how can life be this good, right? How can I actually feel this amazing? And I know this, you guys, because I've lived it. And it's like, gosh, this is just so cool. And I want you guys to feel that. I want you to let go of dieting. I want you to let go of struggle. I want you to let go out of overwhelm. I want you to understand that you get to act and not react. Okay. So that's the client journey. Inside of that, I have this little diagram. I should show you because I'm a fantastic drawer. Not really, but this is what it is. Okay. So if you can see it, you probably can't. So there's 4 key elements. Okay. Those key elements are feel, focus, nourish, and move. And they all go together. And the bigger they get, the bigger the best version of you gets. Okay. But inside, so those are the 4 pieces that will get you to your best energy to create your best life. Those are the 4 key elements. Outside of that, there's 6 core principles, okay? And those principles are just this like bubble of safety, maybe safety, I don't know, this bubble that keeps those pieces going in the right direction, right? So it's consistency. You have to be consistent with all these things. It's congruency, because you can't just do one and leave out the others, okay? It's commitment and recommitment every moment, every day of like, this is what I want to do. It's curiosity, right? Curiosity for just life and yourself and what you're doing. It's courage, because it takes courage to do this stuff. And then it's connection that those things have to each other, that you have to yourself, that you have to everyone else in your life. So you get to take those 6 core principles. They wrap around the 4 key elements, and then you get to take this amazing journey. And I can tell you guys with 100% passion and knowing that when you do this, your life, we start in October, your life in October will be 100% different than your life in March. Okay, it's a 5-month program. I can say with 100% just passion that is true, because I've seen it and I've lived it, and I finally we finally have a way that we get to put this stuff together. Okay, so it's going to teach you all of those things. We're going to dive deep into the emotional side of feeling. We're going to really go into the mind-body connection of focus and presence. And we're going to get into like, how does food affect your body, and what things can you do to have a better gut balance, to do all the things that keep your physical body at its top energy so you can stay at that vibration, right? We're going to talk about movement, physical movement, moving emotions, just all of that stuff. It's going to be so incredible. So I was just so fired up, because when I see these changes in people, it just makes my heart just explode, and want all of you to know that this is possible for you, and to know that you are capable of it, and to know that we have the tools and we're going to teach those to you. So anyway, so if you're in Colorado, come to the gym tomorrow, free seminar. We're gonna do an hour and a half. It's not gonna be sitting and us lecturing. We're gonna actually do some like real live things. I'm gonna give you tools. I'm gonna give you actual things that you can do tomorrow to raise your energy, things that you can apply right away, so you can start to shift into that person. You can start to get that vision, and really know where you're headed. So if you're not in Colorado, the plan is to do this same seminar as a masterclass. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's going to be in that, so 2 weeks from now on a Wednesday evening, because that's about the only time that Brandon and I can both be on an evening webinar, because I'm in San Diego next week for breathwork. So anyway, that is what's coming. So if you guys have questions, let me know, drop me a DM. I'm always happy to jump on a breakthrough call with you guys and really help you see that path and understand more what this is. But yeah, I just love you guys. Alana, I love you so much. I'm so stinking proud of you. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Have an amazing Friday. All right, bye ladies and gentlemen. I say ladies because I'm usually in my group. And gentlemen. So, well, hello from Uganda. Thank you. All right, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.